Hey there, online students. It's Dr. Buer coming to you on this wonderful fall day. I've really been enjoying the fall weather. It's been nice to have a little bit of cool, refreshing breezes as opposed to the hot, burning sun. But I hope you've been able to get out and enjoy it and really spend some good time outside. We've had kind of a busy weekend. I had my birthday on Saturday, and then my daughter had her birthday on Sunday. So we had a busy week celebrating, or busy weekend, I should say. But we also had some other things. They had a band competition on Saturday, and then we had a church picnic on Sunday. So just a lot of fun stuff going on. And of course, the nicer weather made it much more enjoyable. But you didn't log on to hear me wax eloquent about the weather. So let's dive into our material for this week. In NT104 this week, we are now working on the commentary. And the commentary is a very helpful exercise because it's synthetic. It draws together everything that you've done so far in the text and puts it on display in a logical, coherent fashion. If you click on the commentary assignment, what you'll see is I have linked there a sample commentary that you can use. You're free to use that. Don't be slavish about it. Obviously, you need to kind of write in your own style and in your own way. But the goal is to display the things that you have learned through your grammatical work, through your word study, through your text critical work, etc. And so this is a time to be synthetic, to use your writing skills to clearly show the meaning of the passage as it goes forward. Now, I do want to point out that obviously what we're doing is working towards the first exegetical paper. You'll notice from the class schedule, let me get back to that the first exegetical is due on November the 6th. And so all of the work that we've been doing up to this point in Ephesians 2, 11 through 22, all of the individual assignments, are going to feed quite naturally into that big assignment. But I want to go ahead and alert you, there's going to be a lot more work to do. You've got to cover not just the few things that you have looked at already, but you now have to take those skills and apply them to the entirety of chapter 2, verses 11 through 22. So there's a lot of work to be done, and so you'll need to get started on that much sooner rather than later. And just by way of reminder, if you go to the beginning of the class, you'll remember that I asked you to read a handout on instructions for exegetical papers. That will detail the particulars of this assignment, of the exegetical papers, what I'm looking for, the order. I want you to follow that very particularly and contact me if you have any particular questions. The last thing to point out is that also due at the end of this week is your first translation of Ephesians. And again, I'm simply checking to make sure that you've done it. So I would encourage you to take that seriously as an opportunity to work through the text and to learn a little bit about exegesis as you translate. I hope all of you are enjoying the class and that it has been a spiritual benefit to you. My prayer is that the Lord will continue to form not only your mind and your understanding of this topic, but also your character so that you would become more like Christ. And so my prayer is that the work that we're doing day in and day out in this class will be exactly what God wants to make you into the image of His Son. Please let me know how I can help you, and if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll look forward to seeing you next week.